How do you start boxing? Hey, what is up, Yarka Nation? We're back for another video, and today I'm going to be answering a pretty simple question, but I get asked it a lot, and honestly, I was in a position when I was asking that too as well. How do you start boxing? How do you get into boxing in the first place, you know? For those of you that don't know, I'm an amateur boxer. I'm training for a couple years. I post a lot of videos on TikTok and Instagram, and I got a lot of people asking me these type of questions because I got a lot of people that are boxers and a lot of people who aren't boxers who wants to get into it. Boxing generally and publicly is seen as like, you know, a very niche thing, or not a niche thing, but something that might not be so simple to get into. And you know, you want to like know everything before you get in. You don't really know what you do. You just walk in the gym, or like, how does it work, who I talk to, and everything. So in today's video, we're going to be answering all those questions. We're going to make it easy for you, and you won't be in the position like I or other people were in, where they just have to go in and, you know, not know what to do or delay the start of their boxing journey. For the first misconception that I'm going to be breaking down is getting in shape before boxing. A lot of people say, oh, well, I just want to lose weight before I start boxing. I'm too fat or I'm too big. But the truth is that doesn't make sense at all. If you're going to a boxing gym and you want to train, like, the point of training is to better yourself. You don't go into a boxing gym ready, you know? You go into a boxing gym and you get ready in there. It's not a fight, you know? It's not like a fight that you have to be ready to go into. You don't have to lose weight to go to boxing. If anything, boxing is the best way to lose weight. Going to the gym and like doing the conditioning and just all these boxing specific things will help you shed that weight right away. Another common misconception is that some people, I don't know why, but some people think that they need to know a little bit of boxing before they go to a boxing gym. They think it's like an invite only type thing, and that they need to train themselves before they're ready to go to a boxing gym or stuff like that. Again, that doesn't really make sense at all, because you're going to a boxing gym. You might as well go to a boxing gym and start off fresh there and learn good habits rather than trying to teach yourself and stuff. Like, again, the boxing gym is where you get better, you know? The boxing gym is like where you learn and you get the fundamentals and everything. So before you go to a boxing gym, a lot of people have an option, you know, should I train at home like full time? Like, maybe I don't want to do this as a fighter, or like my previous example, maybe I want to be a fighter, but I want to start off and teach myself a bit. If you guys want me to be honest, training yourself at home won't really get you that far. I joined a boxing gym right away, but I have a lot of friends that do it. I know a lot of people that do it. And you might as well just go to a boxing gym. You'll improve so much faster. Another big thing about training yourself at home is, even if you watch these YouTube videos and stuff, and the guys that are talking, they could be good, you know? Just because it's on YouTube doesn't mean it's bad. Like, they could know what they're talking about. They can know the drills and everything and give you good tips. Thing is, it's never going to be the same as having a coach or instructor there, or even other boxers around you who know what they're doing. You might be doing stuff, but you don't have someone who's constantly telling you or correcting you or teaching you the straight fundamentals. And if anything, you'll eventually develop really bad habits, a lot of bad habits, by training yourself, you know? And then once you go to a boxing gym, you're gonna have to shred those away. So yeah, you don't want to really, I don't really recommend, like, I recommend having a boxing bag or training at home too, but that's like in addition to a boxing gym. I feel like the boxing gym is like really essential. And like, a lot of people ask if it's worth it or not, and it might be expensive, it might be good, it might be far, it might be close. I honestly think being at a boxing gym will get you so much faster than if you're training at home. And I've seen my friends who just trained at home, once they start boxing in a boxing gym, they get way better. And you know, it's just logic too. It makes sense. Being in an environment with other, even if you don't have a coach who's focusing on you, eventually you'll get there. Just even in being in that environment where you have good boxers around you, like, you can see what they're doing, and subconsciously you just get better. So the first thing, like I just said, is join a boxing gym. You won't regret it at all, trust me. Once you join a boxing gym, you'll really like, you'll fall in love with boxing way more. You're actually gonna love it and everything. Like, you're gonna embrace the lifestyle. Another thing is, people ask like, yo, like, what do I do when I go to a boxing gym? Like, am I just gonna walk in and people are just gonna be hitting a bag and sparring, or like, do I talk to someone? Like, what does it work? I see on the website they have these hours sometimes. Sometimes they don't have these hours for like classes and stuff. So that's what I was asking my friends when I first started boxing, and I was confused. That kind of delayed me a couple months, because then I was like, I wasn't like, I knew I wanted to start boxing, but I didn't know like how was it gonna work? Like, do I just walk in and just start boxing, or like, do I have to go talk to a private coach or something? Or like, I don't really know. Eventually, I just walked in to a gym on the hours, like when the gym opened, and I talked to a coach and he just made everything clear for me. But yeah, like, a lot of people are just unsure. Pretty much what you can do, just walk in, man. Like, it's not really gonna be hostile at all. It's not like most gyms, people there are friendly. And even if they're not gonna target like some guy that just walks in. They're not gonna do nothing to you, you know? You can just go in, you'll talk to a coach and he'll make stuff clear. or you can go to the website, understand. But like again, you're just gonna have to make the walk and just walk in the gym and talk to a coach. Um, Anytime there should be a coach, or even if it's a fighter, you can walk in. Worst comes to worst, if there's nobody that's there, which there probably will be. If there isn't though, you can just sit there and just watch everyone do what they're doing. So again, the first step is just walking to the gym, just learn on the spot, you know. You'll every gym has a different way of payments and like classes and everything and systems for beginners. What you need to bring to a boxing gym. So most gyms have boxing gloves and everything, you know, like especially for borrowing for your first couple of days. So if you don't have boxing gloves, don't stress it that much. If you can bring boxing gloves, it's better. What is essential though is I'd say athletic shoes. You don't need boxing shoes. Again, you can wear some random runners. You're going to a boxing gym, like no one expects you to be rich as hell. And the second thing you might need is hand wraps. I think those are two most essential things for starting off. If you really can't get hand wraps, don't let that delay you joining the gym, because you're still like a beginner. It's still your first couple days. You wearing gloves or hitting the bag without hand wraps under is not going to be too much of a big deal. It's just when you start punching properly or starting to learn how to punch properly where you got to wear hand wraps so you don't hurt your hands. But yeah, I'd say have hand wraps, have good shoes or any shoes. And then obviously, you know, the obvious parts like a shirt, shorts, stuff like that. If you can bring a skipping rope, that would be good. But if not, again, I think most boxing gyms that I've been to, they have skipping ropes to use. So yeah, you don't like need too much, you know. It's really a simple sport. Out of all the sports, it's probably the easiest to get into. You don't need no ball like a basketball or like, you know, cleats or all these stuff for other sports. It's a pretty simple sport to get into. A lot of people also have a common misconception that they're just going to go into spar the first day. If you're going to a good gym or like almost any gym, they're not going to throw you in with the wolves the first day to go spar, you know? If anything, you're going to be the one who's asking to spar. They're going to say no, you know? So eventually you'll need a mouth guard and headgear and groin guard. Maybe if you're doing the technical, like in the technical classes, you got to do some like light technical sparring. But other than that, you don't really need to worry about getting those yet. Just join the gym, you know, and see if you like it or not. I think you're gonna like it, and I think like for sure you're gonna like it. But in your head, don't like delay it too long, and don't get too nervous, you know, about the unknown and stuff. Take, you know, try new things, and I think you'll like it. Anyways, guys, that's it for this video. If you like the video, like, comment any questions you guys have. I'll try to answer all the questions. Follow my TikTok, link in the description, and especially my Instagram, Yarka_0. I'll be posting all my daily updates and, you know, my personal boxing career, as well as like all my other personal stuff. Subscribe if you're new. Share the video to someone who wants to start boxing but doesn't know how. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out, Yarka Nation.